All right, good evening. This is the village council meeting. Today is July 31st, 2025, and it is 7:12 p.m. We will start with roll call. Councilperson Passion.
Here.
Councilperson Martin.
Here.
Councilperson Koss.
Present.
Councilperson Grant.
Present.
Councilperson Pinter.
Here.
And myself, Council President Camera. All right, and the mayor is not here tonight. She's excused. Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alrighty. Is there a motion to approve the 7/17/25 committee as a whole minutes?
So moved.
Second.
I gotta write that down. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Alright, motion to approve the 7/17/2025 council meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Couldn't do it in the same order.
No, we just want
Alright, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? I can't say that tonight. Alright, next is committee as a whole report. So first up is streets.
We just kind of talked about the ongoing projects of Minerva Lake Road. It does seem that we are having some other snafus, Valley Road, and it does seem like the Park Lane Court still seems to have a little bit of a drainage issue that we need to address with the mayor. See if we can do something, and with Mike. So we'll talk about that. We are aware of that.
Alright. Next up is, any questions for Councilperson Koss?
And I guess if there are any other issues, please email me so I can be aware of it. I can't do anything about it if I don't know that it exists. Thank you.
Alright, next up is services, Councilperson Martin.
We have Queen's Table coming this Friday from 4 to 7, and nothing else to report this noon other than that.
Wonderful. Alright, any questions for Councilperson Martin? Alright, next up, recreations and parks, that's myself. I really had nothing to report tonight. We did have a discussion about some maintenance at the pool. The RFP is out. We have until the end of August to get those in, and the RFP is to start construction on the bathhouse portion of the pool. So,
Can you please clarify what RFP stands for?
yeah, request for proposal. It basically is requesting people to say, hey, we want to bid on this project. And so that's where we're at. If everything goes well, construction on the pool house, the bathhouse would start after the pool season, after the 2026 pool season, and be ready for the 2027 pool season. We also talked about some maintenance issues currently at the.
We want to be more proactive about our
Yes.
maintenance to make it that far.
Yep. So we will look into addressing those as swiftly as possible. Any questions for me? All right, thank you. All right, next up would be citizen comments. I don't believe we have any. There's no.
There's two citizens.
There are two citizens here, but
They have no
None of
comments.
them
I
is
don't believe
signed.
there's any comments. All right, so then next up is legislation.
All right, tonight we have ordinance 2025-13, which is an ordinance amending section 665.02 of the codified ordinances of the Village of Minerva Park. I mean, ultimately, this is something to bring things in line with, instead of being 10 feet to 7 feet above the surface of the sidewalks. I think we talked about this last time. But the intent is to suspend the rules that require 3 readings for this. Does anybody wish to discuss it or have any questions or anything? All right, we'll entertain a motion to suspend the rules for 3 readings, requiring 3 readings.
So moved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second.
Second.
All right.
feel like for the people, sorry, this is out of order. For everybody at home, I think we should do like a little summary of what's going on if we have the time. So this is, do you want to do it, your legislation?
Well, yeah, what, you want me to clarify that?
Just say what it is and want, like a little.
Well, no, it's about the trimming of the trees,
Yeah.
essentially. And one of the portions of the code had specified 10 feet, while another portion had specified 7 feet. And we think that based upon what we currently have and the way things are, that 7 feet is a more reasonable request above the surface of the sidewalk. You know, people had expressed their frustration about 10 feet, and we agreed that, 7 feet is a better compromise, and it's a reasonable request, so we're making it
We
happen.
delivered, right?
Yes.
Alright, so we,
Need to vote for the
yep,
motion.
we had, Councilperson Passion moved, Councilperson Cost seconded. So now this is a vote to suspend the reading, so, Councilperson Grant,
Aye.
Councilperson Pinter. Aye. Councilperson Passion,
Aye.
Councilperson Martin,
Aye.
Councilperson Cost,
Aye.
and Council President Camera is an aye. Alright, so that was to waive,
The motion requiring, or the rules that require 3 readings, so next we have the motion to approve. Anyone? All right. As an emergency, yes. Yes, this is the first reading with the intent to suspend rules that require 3 readings and pass as an emergency. Thank you for that.
who made the motion?
I'll make it, sorry.
Second.
We're gonna confuse you.
It's all good. Alright, so, 2025. Alright, Councilperson Grant,
Aye.
Councilperson Pinter. Aye. Councilperson Martin,
Aye.
Councilperson Cost,
Aye.
Councilperson Passion,
Aye.
Councilperson Cameron is an aye. Alright,
All right, so that passes.
yes.
Perfect. Next is ordinance 2025-14, which is an ordinance updating the wage and salary ranges, the number of employees and positions for the Village of Minerva Park, and declaring an emergency. This is the first reading with the intent to suspend the rules that require 3 readings and pass as an emergency. Very simply put, I believe that this is an effort to update perhaps an oversight that we had regarding sergeant pay for 2nd and 3rd shift. It's our attempt to rectify that a little bit. So I don't know if there's any further.
Yeah, for the record, we did ask Jeffrey a series of questions. He was able to answer those, in a timely fashion. We did ask him to kind of explain everything that was going on. And again, this was a correction, just as Connie stated, in regards to at least one part of it, right? And, but there is, the ordinance as a whole is re-represented. Is that a fair statement? Yeah. So, just wanted to clarify all that.
Perfect. Anything else? All right, so I'd like to make a motion to suspend the rules that require 3 readings for ordinance 2025-14.
So moved.
Second.
Wow. All right.
Alright,
Any discussion?
Any discussion? All right.
alright, Councilperson Pinter. Aye. Councilperson Passion,
Aye.
Councilperson Martin,
Aye.
Councilperson Grant,
Aye.
Councilperson Cost,
Aye.
Council President Cameron is an aye.
All right, so now we have a motion to approve ordinance 2025-14. With this being the first reading, obviously we have the intent to suspend the rules, which you just did, and now we're going to pass as an emergency. Any discussion?
And one last point, we did talk to Jeffrey about, on the next budget session, which starts early September, we asked that, we asked that it would be a bigger discussion, making sure everything is in line for the budget for salaries such as this, so we can help this not slip through.
Perfect.
So, we don't have a movement yet.
Motion to approve?
Yeah,
Second.
thank you. Any discussion? Okay, Councilperson Passon.
Aye.
Councilperson Martin.
Aye.
Councilperson Cost.
Aye.
I am an aye. Councilperson Campbell. Councilperson Grant.
Aye.
Councilperson Pinter.
Aye.
All right, so now we have ordinance 2025-15. This is an ordinance to make supplemental appropriations for the current expenses of the Village of Minerva Park for the year 2025. This is the first reading with the intent to suspend the rules that require 3 readings. This ordinance is in regards to our ability to get some additional funds from the Ohio State Highway Fund. Is that no?
No.
I'm sorry, correct me.
State Highway Fund is a fund on our books.
Yes.
We have expenditures related to Northland Plaza reconstruction in the intersection of Ponderosa and Northland Plaza that relate to the state highway, which allows us to utilize those funds rather than the street fund.
Perfect.
Based on estimates from our engineer, we're just shy of $62,000 that we charge to the state highway fund.
And in essence, that stops us from having to remove it from future funding of other roadway projects.
It allows additional funds for the roads, yes.
Perfect. So with that, I'd like to make a motion to suspend the rules that require 3 readings.
Second.
Any discussion?
All right, Councilperson Martin.
Aye.
Councilperson Cost.
Aye.
Council President Cameron is an aye. Councilperson Grant.
Aye.
Councilperson Pinter. Aye. Councilperson Passon.
Aye.
All right.
All right, with the passage of the motion to suspend the rules requiring 3 readings, we're now going to move to pass, or approve, I should say, the ordinance 2025-15 for supplemental appropriations. I'll make a motion to approve.
Seconded.
Hmm?
Seconded.
Thank you.
Got it.
Oh, sorry.
Any
then-
discussion?
Just again, further clarity with these appropriations. Obviously, this is digging in and getting us more money, but also just a request to Jeff, which I didn't mention this earlier, within the budget discussions, if we can kind of get into a little bit of high-level discussion of how governmental fund accounting works, because it does get a little appropriations and different things. So maybe in some discussions in the future, if we could just maybe highlight that. But that's it. Thanks, Jason.
Okay. Anything else? All right, Councilperson Cost.
Aye.
Council President Cameron is an aye. Councilperson Grant.
Aye.
Councilperson Pinter.
Aye.
Councilperson Passon.
Aye.
Councilperson Martin.
Aye.
All right, next on the agenda is Resolution 2025-17, which is revising a fee schedule. I think we've had some prior discussion on this, but ultimately, I'm gonna make a motion to table this.
I second that.
Okay. Any discussion there?
I think you guys should at least discuss your
Why?
thoughts.
Yeah. So the why behind this is administration would like a little more time to figure out how they determine how much of a deposit is refunded to whoever rents the space, and kind of come up with those guidelines. So the hope is that we can bring this back off the table in 2 weeks and vote on it and pass it. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to vote on the motion to table, yes.
I think,
Or do we just
do we
table?
have to vote, or we
Yes,
just do
You need to vote to put it all on the table.
individually, or just as a group?
I would do it.
Okay, alright. So, let's see, Councilperson Cost.
Aye.
Councilperson Grant,
Aye.
Councilperson Pinter,
Aye.
Councilperson Passon,
Aye.
Councilperson Martin.
Aye.
And myself, Council President Cameron, and aye. Okay, so that has been tabled. No other legislation. So we move into old business, pool. I think we kind of talked about this under recreations and parks. I don't know if there's any other discussion at this point for this. Okay. Maintenance building, anyone have any updates on
There was a meeting out there this week.
that? Okay.
There is, London Township has given permission to move forward. There are still some issues with the permits that have to be resolved, but they allow for things to begin.
Good.
Okay? Hopefully we get those issues resolved here pretty quick.
Okay.
Okay?
Perfect. So we should, does our contractor have a start date? Has he given us a start, or they?
I can't answer that with accuracy.
Okay.
So
Last I heard was late July, early August.
Okay, all right.
That's 2025 though?
This is late July,
Yes, it is.
so.
Tomorrow's early
Let's
August.
let's hope for early August then. All right. Road project, I think we've talked about. The current one, any future ones that we need to discuss tonight?
Nothing immediate. Valley, while everybody's aware there's a water leak over there again, that is something Columbus is going to address. My understanding is it's the same problem that came up a year ago. I can tell you that in replacing or reconstructing Valley Road, water, sewer, and storm are all being addressed, so that water line's going to be replaced.
Right.
I just don't know what's happening with it as far as Columbus goes.
Okay.
Right now, that's scheduled to get done in the spring of next year and be finished by the time the pool opens,
Okay,
hopefully.
okay.
Okay, so.
And then don't we have, is our engineering firm still working on the sidewalk plan for Minerva Lake Road?
Yes, we had a meeting with him before the mayor went out, so
Okay,
there will be some items addressed, so with that, including the larger sidewalks. But there's also there's a number of task orders we have to get with him on. There was a lot of discussion in that meeting
okay,
because he needs some organizational guidance. Because obviously, this is changing things quick from what he was planning to do, and so we're going to bring him back in if the mayor gets back.
but that's just the Minerva Lake Road project.
That's correct.
I'm talking about the overall.
It's correct, it involves a lot more, because there was, as you know, he and I had a lot of discussion, obviously, because of timing, because there's sections of the road that you may not fund, but Linkus is going to fund stuff at a much quicker rate, at least to get our sidewalks in, so we have to have a little bit more of a detailed discussion concerning that. We would like, my intent is that we are obviously able to get some of the conceptual planning stuff, get some of the task orders redone here in the next month, and then we'll be able to, advise you folks what's going on, and then move Mike forward in a certain way on the engineering as a whole, right?
Okay.
And then obviously we want to be in line to get stuff ready to go as soon as spring, bid out in the beginning of next year, and then start construction as soon as we can in March, April timeframe.
Any new red flags that have popped up that could be concerns for residents? That you can think of?
Nothing beyond what you're going to hear about.
Right.
Sure.
There's
As it comes in, right?
there's gonna be trees, there's gonna be disruption.
I think just to be fair, I think the biggest thing, even more than the trees are the trees, and we talked a little bit in this body about some of the tree issues and how to maybe take the sting out. I suspect, in my agreement with Mike as we discussed the subject, we're going to be putting down sidewalks where we have folks with, asphalt aprons. And so there's going to be a little bit, again, when we go replace the road, we're replacing people's aprons with concrete, and we'll match it all if that could be, 5-10 years. When you finally get all the way down, I don't know what the time frame would be either.
Yeah.
And so part of that is that obviously folks have done a lot of fine work around their aprons. That will be a little bit more, I think, of a fair thing to say, that it'll be a little more stingy, when we go down the road, and we'll have to find a way to mitigate some of that, but we're not there yet, so we'll bring back some ideas and talk about it some more. So.
All right, so those are the three topics under old business. Any other old business?
The
Yes.
Anything from you?
No, I mean, unless you
I
want
mean,
me.
Do you have new business that you wanna?
Not at this time. I mean, the only thing for council, Kate and I would have talked about it in the report for next month, is that there's a new business that's purchased the old Rainy plumbing property, and he's
Yeah.
bringing his headquarters here, and he's gonna, because of the way we changed our zoning code, he has to come in front of planning and zoning,
Okay,
and then he has to obviously come before this body to get his conditional use approved.
okay,
So that plan will be talked about on the 20th, and then, timeframe wise, the hearing will be on the second meeting of the following month. So, but I think.
in September.
In September.
In September, okay. And this is the building that's at Northland Plaza Road in Cleveland?
That is
The one
correct.
that's being renovated right
Yeah,
now?
they're renovating.
Oh,
He's,
yeah.
he's pouring good money into it.
Oh,
think
I see that.
Looks great.
Yeah.
What
He's
is
got,
it supposed to be now?
It's a plumbing?
he is a, no, the plumbing
Oh.
was the old,
Okay.
use.
Gotcha.
His use, because it's not on the list, it's very, very specific on the list. His use though is, he has a couple locations in Columbus. He runs a transportation company. And so he wants to move all of his operations into one location, which is great. So the nice thing is, as I explained to him in the meeting, he's going to actually have tax savings coming here, both because his net profits are taxable by the village, as well as all his employees. And so the nice thing is he saved a $500,000 by coming here, which is great.
What is the business?
It's a transportation service, which means he has contracts out with the county to take disabled kids to and from school, and he runs he intends to run his operations out of the front office, and then he has a building he wants to present that he wants to build in the rear to service his vehicles. Vehicles are generally kept off-site, but he needs to be able to service his overall fleet.
Are these buses?
No, these are cars.
Very good.
So the things where you see transportation, school stuff, that's what his primary business is, multiple contracts. Yeah. We'll get into it at P&Z and at the body.
So is he gonna be changing the oil in there? Like-
Yeah, it's things like that. I mean, he wants to come and talk about that. So he's, in the short view, he's surrounded by commercial, Cleveland, no residence border. It's a good reuse. And the nice thing is he's going to redevelop the site. He's going to talk about his quality. He's going to bring higher income tax to the village, which is again what we're looking for. And everybody wins in that situation. But we'll get into the details of P&Z and council. And he's going to come in and present it. So.
Thank you for letting us know that.
Thanks.
Chief Delp, since you're here tonight, anything from you?
Well, thank you for asking. I don't really have anything for the group, but I did move my daughter from Chicago back to Columbus, so I'm kind of happy that she's closed down. So I appreciate you giving me the time off to go to Chicago and pack up an entire apartment and move it into another apartment. So,
That's what dads do though.
Yep.
apparently.
Yeah, that's part of the job description.
Okay.
And now that's on the record.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. All right, any new business for tonight? All right, motion to adjourn? Okay, we are adjourned.